Halo guys, jadi kali ini Genshin ngadain event terbaru. Judulnya itu Merekah kali kedua, dan hadiah eventnya itu seperti biasa premium, tapi hadiah utamanya itu skin Lisa. Jadi kayak apa sih gameplay sama ceritanya? Ya kalian bisa tonton di video ini. Jadi tonton terus ya sampai habis.
Greetings! Welcome to the Citadel of Regzar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions?
Are there any easy jobs where we can earn loads of mora for just standing around? Oh, better yet, for just sitting around? That's the kind of task we're interested in now.
We don't currently have any commissions like that. However, I do have...
Really? That's all? That is... Yeah. Effendi, are there any
I see. Let me think. There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines. So they have been understaffed. They offer substantial pay. Yes, let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all, are you proficient with... Very good. How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of... All right, I'll put you down as the traveler, right? You'll have to find Gafoor for more details about the job. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. He sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he...
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here. Listen, Gafoor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances, so first you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, that's Gafoor! He's the one we're searching for.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the academia, our original project, Cyrus, is also disappointed. To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa. With your wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a herbad by now.
Hold on. That's Lisa! The librarian Lisa! Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the academia before, but that was a long time ago.
If I'm reading the situation right, you...
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents. Why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? If you're willing to come back to the academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come back.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to...
Is that so? You know, Professor our teacher knows exactly why I left the academia after only 2 years. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the academia as a Spontamod researcher. So please, don't bother trying...
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom, no matter how small it may appear. That's what our teacher always said. A good scholar wouldn't overlook the small details, Gafoor. I'm sorry. I'm still... And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. Is there anything we can help you two with?
Hello, Lisa?
Well, if it isn't long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
Excuse me, but what business...
Well, actually... Actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for...
A research project on ley lines? Oh,
Right. Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers.
paid volunteers? Gafoor, is the
No, the paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the lake. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come...
If memory serves me right, collecting...
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have to share.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I'm sorry, Gafoor.
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the academia.
I thought after all this time you would have a different answer. You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll be there on time.
As for you two, please come see me later in the Mautiima Forest when you're free. Oh, and
Yes?
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
Thank you. Well then, cuties. Now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a good chat. Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafoor is paving the way for his future.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru? Are the nights okay with you being gone?
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation. It's rare that I get any time off, so I thought to myself, well, I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spantamad Darshan at the academia for 2 years. But instead of staying at the academia after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt to become the librarian for the Knights of Favonius.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy. When I first came to the academia, Professor Cyrus really appreciated my work, but most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond mortal understanding. I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told you, make sure you keep it between us.
Sounds like you've...
I don't wish to return to the academia, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally, rather than conducting experiments day and night. I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m.
Oh, Lisa chose to be a librarian because she doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Speaking of which, what about you two? What brings my favorite cuties to Sumeru? I see. So you came to Sumeru in search of information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, the god of wisdom. The two of you have more pressing issues than entertaining a tourist like me. I wanted to walk around Sumeru with you, but now doesn't seem like the right time. What a pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this. Oh, then would you like to spend some time with me, darling? That would be wonderful. I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Leo. Who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandharvaville. Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a chance encounter like this. It's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine. If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I might start feeling lonely.
Yahoo! Wouldn't gliding be faster?
There you are. Looks like you two. Very well. Let me inform you of some details. Spontamod has been involved with the ley lines for a long time, and however, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, we must regularly send people Since it's often dangerous inside the domains, we've established it'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line. Well, those are all the necessary details. When you
Oke guys, jadi sebelum masuk ke gameplaynya, gue jelasin dulu singkat tadi ceritanya. Jadi di sini Traveler ini bakal ngebantu orang akademia buat ngelakuin penelitian. Dan Lisa kebetulan di Sumeru karena lagi cuti kerjaan. Terus ya, si Lisa tadi dipaksa minta bantu buat penelitian ini, tapi si Lisa nggak mau karena dia emang nggak mau menjadi akademia lagi. Karena akademia kan ya seperti kalian tahu cerita story arc ini. Jadi kali ini Traveler yang ngebantu orang-orang akademianya buat penelitian. Jadi langsung aja masuk ke gameplaynya ya. Enjoy.
Everyone hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom!
Rain Cutter! Body and mind.
A process of elimination.
Make yourself a move! Time for takeoff! Here we go!
Let me weave you a bird.
Diffract. Flicker. Sing.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Witness the power of...
Here you are.
The Temple of Wisdom! Rest and rebuild!
Surrender and I'll be gentle. Bliss. Deep.
Scatter.
Make yourselves at home! Hey! Hold the line!
Let's spark things up a little. Surrendering will be gentle.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Take flight! Yeah! Embrace the ice! My apologies!
Try not to enjoy this too much. Come a little closer. Come a little closer.
Take flight!
Blitz.
Kamisato out! Sumetsu! My apologies! Go in!
Oke guys, jadi gitu gameplay eventnya ya. Dan ya, kira-kira kalau kalian mau gue lanjutin series Genshin ini, bakal gue lanjutin. Kalian tinggal request saya di kolom komen. Dan ya, terima kasih yang bagi yang udah nonton full. Dan jangan lupa subscribe ya. Dan gak usah di like sih, di subscribe aja sih. Bye bye.
Moving close, have a boy gon' kiss ya. Know that you know me, don't